The US Supreme Court in Roe v. Wade quite artificially constructed from the 14th Amendment to the US Constitution a woman's right to terminate a pregnancy, allegedly arising from a right to privacy, which in turn arose from the right to due process of law. The decision was so strained and emotive that it has inevitably come under scrutiny in case after case since then. In this case, the plaintiffs challenged state laws requiring women seeking abortion to be provided with certain information 24 hours ahead of time, and which required women to notify their spouses and minors to notify their parents. The plaintiffs alleged these laws infringed on women's constitutional rights. Setting aside the abortion debate, which certainly won't be resolved in this video, this case is important for the discussion of the doctrine of stare decisis, or precedent, in the United States. The plurality judges in effect said that even though they might have decided Roe v. Wade differently, the court should strive to be consistent over time, not bouncing back and forth on issues whenever there were changes on the bench. Justices O'Connor, Kennedy, and Souter wrote, "When this court re-examines a prior holding, its judgment is customarily informed by considerations designed to test the consistency of overruling a prior decision with the ideal of the rule of law, and to gauge the respective costs of reaffirming and overruling. Thus, for example, we may ask whether the rule has proven to be intolerable simply in defying practical workability, whether the rule is subject to a kind of reliance that would lend a special hardship to the consequences of overruling, whether related principles of law have so far developed as to have left the old rule no more than a remnant of abandoned doctrine, or whether facts have so changed or come to be seen so differently as to have robbed the old rule of significant application or justification." Their Honours found that the liberty established in Roe v. Wade was not practically unworkable, that it had been relied on by a generation of women exercising that liberty to choose, and that there had been no changes in doctrine or public opinion rendering the previous decision an anachronism. In other words, the duty of the court is to develop a sound and reliable legal system, and not to re-litigate every question anew every time that question is asked.